I want to believe, and I would encourage people. You're right, you have to believe, right? You do, right? Because one of the things we face is that old Tina syndrome, right? There is no alternative. And so then you're stuck in the kind of, so it is a mind shift, and to take that from what you believe is possible, right? That we really can build something better than what we have. And then there's a million things from there that can be done.
It needs to become a part of the narrative in local communities. And I know that we've been talking about cooperatives, but I think that in terms of politics and government, in terms of people who want to lead you, in terms of what their agenda is for the reduction of poverty. And we need to kind of make that a part of the conversation.
Well, I guess I would say I think we all need to start where we are. Get involved in your local community. That's where it starts. Think about the assets that you have to work with. Everybody has a different set of assets. I don't just mean financial assets. Knowledge, networks, you know, you have an organization around you. Work with the assets that you have at hand. Think about what those are. And I think all of us ought to be thinking about our investments in particular. Can we localize a little bit of our investments? Put them in a local community development financial institution or a little loan fund, and can we think about bringing this big economy sort of back down to the ground and be doing a little piece of that?
I would just amplify a point that I think a lot of us have been talking about, which is that we need to, fundamentally rethink the nature of our democracy. We need to deepen democracy in the political arena in ways that we've been talking about. But also we need to think about how to extend it into the economic arena, right? Most people, when they go to work, they're employed in a fundamentally autocratic environment where the gains are divided in an extremely, even absurdly unequal way. And so how can we change that?
I'll just add one thing we haven't mentioned here, but it's now there's an experiment of this in my hometown of Chicago, but it's also been in practice in New York City, where I live now for a number of years. I've actually participated in this, and that's participatory budgeting, which is a different way to think about inclusive economic development, of getting residents engaged literally in the process of voting on which development projects they want their representatives to pursue. So it's an exciting, if you have participatory budgeting in your town or city, or if you don't, you should ask your representative, what about this thing? They do it in West Palm Beach, they do it in New York, they do it in Chicago, they do it in lots of other places. Why can't we do it here? So I'll just throw that out.